You can have massive goals, but if you have learned to just push through walls and only be motivated when there is like the whip behind you and you have pressure, you're only going to get so far until you're comfortable.
Hi guys, I'm Frank. Today it's about strategy, mindset, and execution. We have Daniela Schreckengost and Sergio Morales on building businesses that align with who you are. This will be fun, so let's get encouraged.
I was doubting every single decision, and if you open a business and you're in your head, you're not going to move fast, and I moved like a snail in my business.
Once I complete a project, I get to leave and move on to the next one. Mm-hmm. I don't have to see it anymore. My client does. They have to live with it.
You believe making too much money, charging too much is greedy. Yeah. You unconsciously, even if you don't know, you're going to make a decision from it. This decision is truly coming from how you were raised, what you believe, what you value. You need to move your body somewhere else. Surround yourself with other entrepreneurs, which is massive if you're a business owner and all your friends are employees.
Well, everyone, welcome to the Be Encouraged show today. We're Colorado's voice for growth and good, and I'm Frank with no Lisa. She's not here today. She's not feeling well, but we miss you, Lisa. Lisa has FOMO, so I have to say that, Kylan. All right. Now, today's show is sponsored by The Hive. It's a platform connecting purpose-driven dreamers to the experts who want to champion them. The Hive is where impactful visions are showcased and connected with quality support. So visit them at thehive.vision and check out these flyers. We love for you guys. They're yours to take. And Kylan's the owner of The Hive, and he's an amazing human. I just thought I'd throw that in for free. Right, so
Perfect.
I won't pass the basket today, Kylan. All right, so hey, today we're talking about building businesses that align with who you are and how your mindset can either fuel that growth or quietly fight against it. So let me start with this all-encompassing question that we ask all of our guests, and you're our host, Daniela. Our German friend here. Yeah. You got more personality than any German I've ever met.
I do.
You do.
You know,
Germans seem to be that, black and white, mathematical.
I adapt easily. That's why.
You are that too, anyway?
Yeah, I adapt, and when I came to the U.S., I was like, oh, people are much more friendly and open. Let's drop the stiffness.
Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Yes. So in your unstill space,
yes,
what is the biggest challenge that you've had to overcome in your journey so far?
In my journey, my biggest challenge that I have to overcome was probably myself. That's why I help entrepreneurs.
Tell us, dig a little deeper in that. What does that mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Doubt. I was doubting every single decision. And if you open a business and you're in your head, you're not going to move fast. And I moved like a snail in my business. And it cost me a lot of money. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't secure in how to operate a business. My first business was a massage business, so I got my feet dirty with my first business. And I had to learn fast that if you're in your own head, you're not going to get far. And that was definitely one of my biggest hurdles was myself.
Really?
Was being in my head and talking myself out of making decisions.
So how far have you come?
Oh, gosh, yes. So my first business, I did in 2019, I opened my first business, and I struggled for a whole year. And I came from an employee situation where I knew I just didn't want to be an employee anymore. And so after a year, I was like, this is it. I'm going to invest. I'm going to close that knowledge gap, and I'm going to overcome what's in here and everything you need to know about business, right? So the moment I committed, the moment I committed, doors opened. I got connected to people, and this is how it works, right? The moment you make a decision, there's someone that you get to introduce to, and then that person helped me build my business, helped me straighten up my mindset, helped me believe in myself. And ever since what is that?
Yeah, I got a great explanation. But
It doesn't resonate with me anymore.
That's awesome.
It doesn't resonate with me anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just much more congruent. When I know where I want to go, I just trust myself.
Trust the process.
Trust the
you.
process,
Yeah.
and I just allow things to unfold. I'm no longer trying to control things because that's what doubt does, right? Doubt turned me into a business owner that tried to control everything.
And I don't know any business owner that hasn't done it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's our starting point. It's our baby.
Yes.
It's just like, you have your first baby. I have 5 children. You have the first baby, no one can touch it.
Yeah.
Because that's my baby. You mean you want to hold my baby? I don't know, you look like you might have something. But then after you have like your third or fourth, yeah, please.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tired of holding this baby. Yeah, please, go ahead. Sergio, same with you, my friend. What to date, what is the biggest challenge you've had to overcome?
I'm going to jump on what Daniela said, and myself, getting out of my own head. It's I'm a great storyteller. Usually, I'm the only one in the audience, so and that could come up with stories, so many what ifs, what about, and to where I start believing myself, and the stories start to become reality, and the challenge is realizing and identifying and accepting exactly what is holding me back. What am I afraid of? Which is the unknown, really. And there came a time to where if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to do something, if I'm going to become an entrepreneur, a business owner, there's one way to find out.
That's right.
Right.
One way.
which is doing it,
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. Daniela, I love your name because my daughter's named Danielle, right?
Yes.
I have a daughter named, my oldest baby is named Danielle's, not oldest. I have a son older than her. Anyway, she's Danielle. You talk about identity.
Yes.
Identity level growth,
Yeah.
and aligning strategy with who you are. What happens when someone tries to grow a business without that alignment?
I'd like to say I'm not a mental health specialist, but burnout definitely is going to be one of those risk factors because you wake up one day and you realize you've built a nightmare of a business because you're putting so much energy into things that don't work for you. But someone tells you, hey, this is how you grow a business. Do this. This has worked for me. And then you're new. You're like, okay, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
And what happens if you don't really look at yourself and how you operate, how you show up, what works for you, and you leverage yourself, right? What happens is you try what other people are doing. And you're going to learn the big lessons of you might make it, but you make it at a cost. And the cost is truly your energy, it's your mental capacity. You might have money in the bank, but you're going to be at a point where I'm like, I want to burn down my business because it's costing me mental health, it's costing me energy, and it's costing me my sanity.
Well, let's drill down a little bit more then, because you and I are in similar spaces
Yes.
as well, right? So I understand your coach speak.
You too.
Yeah. So this is such a great question that we all need to consider. But what are you trying to align with?
So, right, I work with mostly solopreneurs or entrepreneurs who like they hire out certain things, but they don't have like a big team. And if you're the operator of your business, then you are the engine that runs your business. So I look at who are you naturally. Some people go out there and like they turn on the camera and they can teach and they can lay everything out, and then they try to do networking. I was like, you're an educator. You can leverage this. There's like YouTube out there. You can really go all in, really like lock into that, educate, get on stages, speak, all these things. And then there's people out there, when they turn on the camera, they're like, they fumble over the words. They're like, social media is not for me. I've tried it. And it's like, there's other ways you can grow your business. There's other ways. And so
you're
I
trying to
aligned it-
align what I'm hearing you say then, because I want to make sure these people are clear
Yes.
with your message, okay?
Yeah.
So what I hear you saying is that you're trying to align human design. I want to know what you were designed to do
Exactly.
so that you can align with that, and then
Yeah.
you can create some values around that
Yes.
that you can continually
Yeah.
mirror.
And then I look at a layer deeper, and then I look at
A layer
how are
deeper.
you operating? Like, are you operating from fear? Are you operating from encouragement?
Mhm.
Like, do you have a vision where you go to? And do you have like behavior patterns that help it or that go
Hinder it.
against it? Like, you can have massive goals, but if you have learned to just push through walls and only be motivated when there is like the whip behind you
Yeah.
and you have pressure, you're only going to get so far until you're comfortable. So I look at behavior patterns, but first I look at the person, like, and then I look at the patterns, how you behave, how you show up, how you think, how this thinking is making you feel.
So you
and
need
show-
us to be talking to someone that's being honest with you.
They have to, like, yes. Yes.
That may be a barrier.
I work only with entrepreneurs who are ready to optimize their business and themselves. And that requires honesty and courage and
What was the first thing we talked about when I met you one-on-one?
we talked about my story. Like,
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Right. Nothing brings out the essence of humanity
Yeah.
like being transparent and vulnerable with a story.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you get past the fluff.
Yeah.
The real deal. Right. So I won't work with anyone that won't be honest with their story. That is the bridge for me
Same.
in my practice. Yes. So we're so aligned.
I know.
That's a word. We
I
need to
know. When
work
you said you
together.
have a podcast and you want me on, I was like, I'm on. Like, I'm coming.
She's so tremendous. Sergio, let me ask you this question because you rock. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
all right,
All right.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
For those of you that doubted me, he said it.
That's right. Later for that doubt. Yeah, she already told you to forget about doubt. So you've worked in operations, logistics, and project manager before launching Soulstice Solutions. What pushed you to step out and build something of your own?
This wonderful person right next to me here.
How do you guys know each other?
I was doing a project for her.
Yep.
And we started talking. I asked her a question about the project that we had just completed, and I asked her what she did, and she started telling me about it, and like this sounds really fascinating. I'm intrigued. Tell me more. And the discussions turned into me asking the questions to myself, can I do this on my own? I've been doing it so long for so many other companies, so many other people. I could do this. But why haven't I? And in having discussions with Daniela here, having to be honest, having to be vulnerable, it came down to, you know what, I can do this. Why not? And there was this courage that came out, right?
Look at you.
I know. I'm gonna make people believe in himself.
And you know, and I guess having had this thought of, you know, I can do this for myself for so long, and it just took a brief conversation that turned into a friendship and into I don't know what you call it. I still don't know how to explain it, but it's happening, right?
I'm so excited for you. Now, Soulstice Solutions, tell me about that name. Because I'm a soul brother. I know you wouldn't notice, but.
No, you? So, solutions, it's you know, I offer solutions, I offer options to people's homeowners' needs, problems, wants. It's not just, I'm going to show up, I'm going to do this, and give me money. Usually the homeowner, the client will have a vision, an idea. It's not always a leaky faucet or a clogged drain or a fence that needs repaired, right? There's usually more to it than that. And there's more to what I do than just fixing things. I like to think people have problems. I have the solution.
But why the word solstice, though?
So the word solstice is, I wanted something that would describe how I go about doing things. I'll put my heart and soul into it, right?
Woo!
And you know, as a
I like that.
as an entrepreneur, you pretty much have to, right?
Well, many don't. Yeah, 83% failure rate within 5 years. That's
And
one of the keys.
So, and I'm going to use the word again. There has to be passion. You have to be passionate about what you do. And if I could translate that passion, that soul, into the client once I leave, once I complete a project, I get to leave and move on to the next one. I don't have to see it anymore. My client does. They have to live with it. And I want to make sure every time they see the end product, whatever the project was, they're going to be satisfied. They're going to be happy. They're going to see the soul that I put into that.
I love that experience.
And I can speak for that because that's truly the experience I had.
That's the experience.
It wasn't a transactional exchange of, can you fix my ceiling and, you know, all that. No, it was truly like, I was seen, I was heard, there was conversation. It wasn't, and I've had many projects on my house over the years.
I can believe you.
There are truly people that I forget. Like the person who did my garage door, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like I don't even remember the company.
Yeah. But every time you look at that finished project, you think of Sergio.
Every time I see, yes.
Yeah.
Every time when I look at my finished project and it was like a big kitchen, living room, dining room area, every time I look at this project, I do remember the experience I had.
So you don't want to be called a handyman?
Not necessarily.
I didn't think so. I could look at your face when I asked you that question. You wanted to be a separator here from the solutions that you offer. And I like that.
Right.
That's really neat.
You know, there's a ton of us out there.
Yeah.
Tons. And there's great ones, and there's not so great ones. And how can I set myself apart?
Yeah.
From everybody else. And that's just basically, you know, just take pride in what I do and make sure it shows.
Yeah. We got a great name, first of all. A marketable name, right? I would say Sergio every stinking time I mean, to every one I can, because you're a part of the fastest growing segment in America,
Yes.
and on the Front Range as well, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We use every trick in the book, right? You're amazing. Look at you, got that German accent going on, right? Beautiful mane hanging over her head and stuff. She laughs and she's German.
Yeah. We do laugh. We do laugh. We do have fun. We do enjoy life.
We're having fun right now. So, let me give you a follow-up question before I get back to
Sure.
Danielle, because I was having more fun than a man should be allowed to have in a moment.
You have
So,
to. You have
running a home services business requires discipline, trust, and follow-through. What's been the biggest practical lesson you've learned about earning trust with clients? You almost spoke to it a little bit a minute ago.
Doing what I say I'm going to do.
What a novel idea.
Right? Who knew?
Yeah.
You know, and nowadays it's pick up, answer the phone,
Yeah.
answer the phone, and make sure that I'm available for the initial phone call, for the initial question. You know, we all say, feel free to reach out.
Yeah.
If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out. Well, I have a phone too. Let me reach out.
Boy, that's a differentiator right there, my friend.
We don't always, we know what we want, but we don't always know what all is involved, right? Somebody could say, I want to change the color of my walls. I could do that, no problem. I will grab a can of spray paint, change the color of your walls. Done. But let me find out more. Why do you want to change the color of your walls? You know what? Maybe this room is fine just the way it is. Let's focus and put the investment into this other part of the house. You know, making sure that the homeowner knows what options are available to them. I can tell you what I think you should do.
Right.
It may not be what you want.
Right.
So let's keep the communication open and make sure we're all on the same page.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. Daniela, you often say the business rises to the identity that leads it. So how does subconscious self-protection show up in entrepreneurs trying to scale?
Oh my gosh, in so many ways. Undercharging. Huge. Massive. That's not just a strategy problem when you looked at other people's websites in your same industry and you're like, oh, this is how much they charge. This is the lowest and the highest. I go somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
It's not just a strategy problem. It's truly like, what do you believe you can charge and why are you believing you cannot charge more? What's really happening? Like, how were you raised when it comes to money? And it's often like greed is one of the ones. Like, they were raised with don't ask for more with what you need. And when you have achieved a certain level of success, you're gonna have everything you need. And then entrepreneurs often are like, I can't justify charging more because I don't need more.
Right.
I was like, what is possible if you do actually have more than you currently have? And I identify, I'm really good at observing. I'm really good at asking questions. So I look at where's the money story coming from, for example. But I also look at, like, what do you believe will be possible when you actually have it? And when you shift the perspective, people are like, oh, I could finally help, the cat shelter that I'm so passionate about that I've never donated to because I've never had the money. So we really when you have like blinders on, I come in and I'm like, remove them. And
Are
I
you a
think,
business psychologist?
well,
That's not.
I'm really good at patterns.
But that's not your educational background, is it?
So I've studied human behavior and the way people respond and how their beliefs and their values and their memories are affecting the decision making. Because the decision making, you run it through your own beliefs, right?
Oh, yes.
If you believe making too much money, charging too much is greedy,
Yeah.
you unconsciously, even if you don't know, you're going to make a decision from it. This decision is truly coming from how you were raised, what you believe, what you value, and that gives you an emotional response.
Absolutely.
No one's going to price something from greed and be like super comfortable with it and congruent with it. I tell you, if you raise your rates and you still feel greed, people are not going to buy. Because everyone has walked into a room and you could sense something is off.
Yeah.
And if you radiate greed and incongruency, like I feel so greedy charging so much, they're going to be like, oh, go to that other person. No, thank you. But no,
Appreciate the offer.
yeah, and that's just like one example.
That's just one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good, though.
Yeah.
That is so good. Yeah. And I'm going to be honest, I could resonate with some of the exact things. I grew up in abject poverty, right? And trying to overcome that mindset of poverty, or a poverty mindset, if you will, has always been a challenge in my life.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So,
Be happy with what you have, right?
absolutely.
That's how-
Aren't
that's how
you
we're raised.
content, Frank?
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I've had some years where my business has done incredibly well, right? And I've still had several gnawing thoughts in the back of my mind going, did I really earn this? Did I really deliver?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, that's just being honest with life, right? Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today if I wouldn't have walked the
Right.
walk, right? Like 15
Yeah.
years of experience in massage industry, and I charged slightly above the cheapest in town.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, my.
Mhm.
Okay. This is Daniela, you guys. So she's giving you great lessons learned in the fire of life,
Yes.
right? No university can teach what you and I have been through.
Correct.
Yeah. Daniela, a follow-up question for you, my friend. You work with entrepreneurs who are done shrinking. So what does operating at the level you're meant for actually look like in daily behavior?
Do you know, it looks like showing up for your business because you want to and you have a goal that you drive forward towards, that you are like, that fire is so lit you cannot not show up, right?
Yeah.
And I work with entrepreneurs who provide services, meaning you show up for others. It's not all about me. It's always about who can I ripple into? And I connect them to this passion, to this desire, and really like, I light that fire and I make it like hot so that they show up, that when an obstacle, a hurdle, a windstorm like in Colorado Springs today, and something is like shifting in business, something is happening, that they're not stuck, but they are actually, those blinders are removed and they're like, cool, what are we gonna do with this? How am I gonna make this work? What are my options? Instead of, I'm gonna burn down this business, this is my sign, I'm not meant for this, right?
You like fire analogies, don't you?
It's in my
I'm
logo
gonna
too.
burn
I'm
down
like,
my
I'm
business.
gonna light that fire.
I'm gonna light your fire so you don't burn down your business.
Yes. I'm gonna light that fire in you so you don't burn down your business. Yes. You're correct. I do. It's transformation. It's, that phoenix that's rising from the ashes.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you.
That's what it feels like when you've worked with me. You're gonna fall in love with your business. Yeah.
Right on. Well, Sergio, what a great follow-up I have for you.
that's
See, as a
good.
business owner offering hands-on services, how do you grow without compromising quality or overextending yourself?
You know, leaving my name on somebody's ceiling, right?
Yeah.
When she sees that ceiling, and somebody has an idea, a thought. I've been thinking about doing something for my house. I want to make sure that that word of mouth that it carries. Right. With the internet, you get thousands and thousands, millions of results, right? Even when you misspell something, you still get thousands and thousands, right? Like, oh, that was just a typo, but I didn't know that existed. But you know, there's so much information out there. Who do I pick? Where do I go? You know, there's years ago I heard when somebody has a bad experience with a business, retail store, restaurant, and it happened with a group of friends of mine last month. We had a bad experience at a restaurant. Normally we have good experiences at this restaurant, but everybody's food was just not up to par, and everybody we came across, at least one person in my group that I was with, by the way, don't go to this restaurant. The service was terrible. Nobody was asking how was the restaurant. We just volunteered, right? Let me tell you about the bad experience I had at buying pants, buying groceries, wherever it may be. But you have a good experience, people don't tend to offer up that information unless we're asked.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I went to that restaurant once and I had a great experience. We tend to wait to be asked that question or be in the situation to where I can offer up that information. My goal is to have the homeowner offer up that information without asking. Let me tell you about the experience that I had. Fixing a leaky faucet, it's not as easy for some as it is for, say, myself. But leak is fixed. What do you remember about that? It's the experience. You mentioned trust, right?
Yeah.
There has to be a trust that's earned, that's offered for somebody to let me into their home.
Yeah, exactly.
You're letting a stranger into your house. You know. So right from the get go, you have to create that experience, that lasting experience that goes beyond the hole in the drywall. You know.
Indeed. I'm glad you're in the space that you're in. I got a question for you as well before I get back to Daniela. So for someone thinking about launching their own business but hesitating, what would you tell them about taking that first step?
It's going to be scary. It's going to be nerve-wracking. You're going to lose sleep over it. Some of us have already lost sleep just thinking about it before we even take the first step. Should I? What about? What if?
Yeah.
It's that's what it takes. It takes the first step, and then you take another. You take another one, and then before you know it, you're walking. Right? It's you have to have faith in what you're about to do, and what you're about to embark on. Right? You have to have faith, and that faith can carry you a long ways.
So have faith, Sergio says, and to sum him up, do it scared.
Yes, do it scared.
But hey, we're doing it, right?
That's
Scared
right,
or not,
we're doing it,
it.
scared or not.
Yeah.
I've shifted all my what ifs to even if.
Yeah.
I really have, yeah. So instead of saying, what if this, I was saying, even if it happens,
Yep.
I'm still moving forward. Even if this implodes, even if, right? That little shift in words shifts our mindset so profoundly. It will allow it to. It really will. Daniela, you're doing some incredible work. We can't wait to get you just so integrated into this community. They just don't know. Yeah. Will you still remember me when you're famous?
I will.
Okay, great. All right. For an entrepreneurs who feel stuck in their own patterns, what's one shift that they can make today to get their mind on board with their ambition?
Change your environment. Yeah.
Speak more to that.
Oh gosh, get out. Like, you need to move your body somewhere else. Surround yourself with other entrepreneurs, which is massive if you're a business owner and all your friends are employees. Integrate yourself into a community. Like, here, right? Come here. Be with Frank. Surround yourself with entrepreneurs. It immediately, the change of environment can do so much. And all you had to do is step outside your house. Step outside, like, just for a little bit. Changing your environment, massive. You don't even have to do anything about your mindset. Just that little pivot, everyone can do that.
Wow. Change your environment.
Change your environment.
Yeah, show me the 5 closest people to you, and I can tell you almost anything about you. Yeah. This is so good. Yeah, if you guys aren't having fun, you need to wake up. So,
right? I mean, we're having fun.
We're having fun, whether you are not. So, I had some takeaways from our show today and being able to speak with you too. And thank you so much for being a part of the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa. Sergio, my takeaway from you, guy, is that it was time.
Yes.
It was time. It really was for you to step out into this uncharted, very scary, very nerve-wracking space that we call entrepreneurship. I look forward to seeing you more in our community and doing things like 1 Million Cups, presenting there, letting our community know the work that you're doing out there, and et cetera, exposing yourself better, and et cetera. So, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can tell you do good work. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Daniela, your brilliance just shines through more every time that I see you. You're light for our world, and the work that you do of unpacking what's inside of us and the things that are in front of us that are keeping us from rising to our highest self is spectacular. Thank you for being you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really, really, really mean that. So here's one thing that we always have our guests do. This is the most fun that you'll ever have. Daniela, there's a camera right in front of us right here. I want you to look into that camera, tell people about you and your business, how to reach you, and then take just a moment to encourage the world.
Oh, I love that. All right. So I'm Daniela Schreckengost, and my business is called Mind Your Patterns Academy. It's called Mind Your Patterns Academy because there's several layers and several evolutions my clients go through. This starts with me helping them with their strategy in their business, then helping them with their identity, really like upgrading it to fit the business that you're building. And then for everyone who truly wants to, I can teach you how to really influence yourself and become really congruent with your mission. And there are trainings that I provide. So that's why there is Mind Your Patterns Academy. And in order to work with me, you can go to the website, you can book a call with me. It's absolutely for free. I can look at the business that you have. We can really, I can really see what you're doing. I can have a look at, and then I can give you a suggestion. And if we're a right fit, I'll work with you. If not, I'm going to refer you to someone that I know who could help you maybe better.
There you go. What was the number you given? Did you give them a website? You said you
Mind your,
website.
yeah.
I didn't hear a website. I'm sorry.
You could be correct. It's a mindyourpatterns.com. And on that website, you can book a call with me and we can just chat and we can look at your business. And I truly just encourage you to just do it scary. I love that. That's truly how you get started. And then surround yourself with people who really believe in you, who really want you to succeed. It's going to make a massive, massive difference for you.
Thank you so much. Sergio, you get to do the same thing, my friend.
All right. Sergio Morales with the Soulstice Solutions, home repairs, remodels, and anything involved with the home, inside or out. I'm a Facebook guy. Find me on the Facebook page is Soulstice Solutions. You can also reach me at 719-400-9228. And, you know, I like to offer solutions to what may seem like a big problem, what may seem like a small problem. And, you know, give you options. You know, a lot of things are not black and white. Let's talk options and find a solution that works for you and your home. You know, as far as encouraging people, you know, it's first of all, I could do it, so can you, right? A lot of I did mention do it scary. There are fears, and when you really get down into it, these fears are irrational, right? They truly are. A lot of the doubt is self-imposed, that really have no merit. And you know what has really helped me in starting my own business is I know it in my heart, in my soul, and I could do that now, but I look forward to a day in the future when I can look back and say, man, I remember when I was scared to do that. Why didn't I do it sooner? And that day is going to happen for you guys as well. Just do it.
There we go. Yeah, Sergio gave you the Nike approach. So, right. Well, both of you, thank you for saying yes and coming on the show and for bringing Sergio as well. Yeah, your influence in what he's doing and what he's becoming is palpable, is obvious, right? So here we go. If you want an object lesson on the work that she does, it's sitting right beside her. So
we're sponsored by Brandon Kirk from Planet Duck.
Yes, he's the owner of Planet Duck, and he has the largest vacuums, strongest vacuums. And what is his slogan again, Frank?
Yeah, they're stronger than the vacuum of space. And Brandon and his family, with his 3 children, are just incredible. I know them personally. We've had a great opportunity to know them. He's a great family man. 25 years, been married to, what is his wife's name? Gaba.
And she's a beautiful artist, and yes, they have an amazing farm as well. But he loves the Colorado Springs. His give back throughout all local businesses in town is amazing, and we sure do appreciate him in town.
And one last thing, you know, many of you didn't know this, but Brandon has mentored many small business people in this community.
Yes.
His give back to our community is exceptional. So they really are
stronger than the vacuum of space.
Look up Planet Duck.
yes, so thank you guys again. That's it for today's episode of the Be Encouraged Show with Frank and Lisa. You can subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook, and join the conversation at BeEncouraged.net. And for all of us here, Daniela and Sergio, We remember this is real talk. This is real growth. Real Colorado. Stay encouraged.